is from GCL, head of sales from GCL System Integration. Wanderley, deeply involved and committed to develop the solar energy era and the green alternatives in Brazil. He has been acting in the Brazilian photovoltaic market since 2017, so we have followed the growth of this sector from a small and newly regulated sector to be substantially trustable investment. He also performs services in after-sales product certification and the marketing strategies for the Brazilian market. During his time in GCL, the Brazilian team has been capable of growing the brand to second place in market share, as confirmed by Gartner on their 2018 market analysis. Okay, clap our hands. Welcome Mr. Wanderley to kick off his presentations. Can you share a screen now, Wanderley?
Sim, boa noite, pessoal.
Good evening, everyone.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, boa noite, pessoal. Eu sou o Wanderley.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Wanderley. I'm a head of sales at GCL. I'm responsible for the sales of solar panel photovoltaic in GCL Brazil. First of all, I'd like to thank my colleagues. I think this event will give a very integrated view of the solar event in Brazil. With Lorena, a view of the public policies that promote solar energy in Brazil, and with Luisa, we will understand how Solaris is in Brazil today with how distributed generation is behaving in Brazil with the greener research. The renewable is a global trend and Brazil is there. We are increasing solar energy here in Brazil, and GCL is one of the biggest manufacturers and serving the entire chain. They are surfing that wave, increasing technology, increasing research, so our solar panels can be able to supply that demand. GCL is an energy group. We work in many areas. We act in all the segments for solar. We also act with natural gas, lithium batteries for homes and container scale for plants. We are a company which is focused on technological development. On solar, we have 3 companies in the entire vertical chain for solar energy with GCL Poly, which is one of the main manufacturers of silicon for the world, for silicon lingots and also panels. GCL System is the panel manufacturer where I work, based in Brazil, selling crystalline and silicon panels. We have panels, photovoltaic panels. We also act on BIPV. We work with batteries, containers for distributed generation, and an integration of system with some projects in some places in the world. GCL New Energy is another company in the world. They do the construction. We have over 8 giga, and that makes us one of the biggest generation in the world. All this expertise, the support and the development makes GCL to be one of the biggest energy promoters in the sectors. We have over 3,000 patents, a huge body of professors, chemists, researchers, and we have many stations for development in real scale of plants. Who is in the solar market for a while, they can observe the panels have a huge technological advance. Month by month, every trimester, the capacity has increased. In 2017, when I started in this sector, we sold panels of 300 watts capacity. Now, we promote panels with 500 watts, 600 watts. In the same area, we can deliver double capacity, double energy capacity. In 2022, we have panels of 600 watts. They have wafers of 210 millimeters and an efficiency of 21%. But throughout this year, we want to increase our capacity, reaching with the same area with panels with 22%, and in the end of the year, 23%, which is something that we never thought about. Our main panels are this ones here, standard capacities in the market. We follow the great players in the world. We have panels of 500, 600 watts, and this can only be done through the technological advances to improve silicon cells, improve panels. Here we have what we are expecting for this year on how panels will become. Through technologies like TOPCon, which are solar panels with type N cells, that makes us increase efficiency, having better capacity of electrons on the same area, same solar cell. And in the next horizon, panels like HJT. It's an evolution from TOPCon, an evolution from type N cell. The HJT allows the panels to have 23% efficiency, and we can put that in commercial scale until the end of the year, having bifacial panels in 700 watts in the same area. This is all summing up to previous technologies that are market standards now, like heavy cell, half cell, and multi-bar. Those are technologies that allow this bigger capacity, bigger generation. Besides the non-destructive, which is a technology that allows silicon cells with less possibilities, micro cracks, micro fissures. They're very trustworthy, and also capsuling density, and that increases efficiency of the panel, putting more silicon cells in the same area. All these technologies are together, and they allow this evolution of our technology with these panels. And the trust of our solar system, the solar source, for the energy generation. Just as the PERC cell was a technological advance a few years ago, and now it's a market standard, we hope our TOPCon technologies, the Type N and the HJT, will become market standards and will allow the increasing the trustworthy of the solar panels. Besides the silicon panels that we are promoting, GCL believes this integration technology of solar panels to the construction. One of our fronts is the photovoltaic thermal panel. It was in the market. We are bringing it back with more efficiency and more quality. This panel allows energy generation behind photovoltaic, electric power source in the front, and using that and cooling water in the back, pausing causing generation of heat water. So on the same panel, we have generation of energy and water heating, using at homes and in situations where you have an area delimitation. So we can have this benefit of system, BIPV, integration of solar and civil construction. This is aligned with the technology they are using today. This is a technology GCL is pioneers. We have the biggest one for perovskita in the world. And this panel is manufactured through a mineral and can be used on buildings to generate energy at buildings. We have an optimization of the energy. We have decentralized energy generation in the same construction. Here on the right, we have a case that GCL promoted in China, building a building that has glasses of perovskite, and the front of the building is producing energy. This is being used for the integration of our solar panels. We are studying silicon valves and encapsulation by perovskite. The silicon has an efficiency of 20%. Until the end, we're going to have 23%. And combining with perovskite, we are hoping to have an horizon of 39% on the same panel. So we are going to double our capacity of energy generation and the capacity in the same panel. This is the technological front we are trying to show. Increasing efficiency, generation, and showing the same area, reducing the panel to make installation easier. And this can only be done with a great manufacturing capacity. GCL is a pioneer in the 4.0 industry with computational view, with artificial intelligence. We are constructing the biggest single plant for photovoltaic that's in Hefei in China. This manufacturing park has a capacity of 50 gigawatts for 2024. In 2022, we have two ready modules. One is 5 giga, and this one is ready. And our capacity increased from 6 to 15 gigawatt. Until the end of the year, we'll have the third module ready, and our capacity will be 20 giga. This is very important because our global demand is really pushing manufacturers having an price increase. Everybody wants solar energy, and Brazil is in that. We are one of the 10 countries that are growing in solar energy. It's important that big countries like GCL can supply that. On this corridor, we can see the factory, but the factory doesn't have any human contact. Completely done by robots. That makes our panels have quality, no human risk for manufacturing, and we can have a product excellence. We can see those factories, they are completely automatized and smart. And they make GCL being one of the promoters of energy efficiency and being front of this run of solar expansion and access to solar energy globally. We are in China, Suzhou, and we have branches in the entire world. I'm here in São Paulo, Brazil. The entire Brazilian market is served by our distributors,
mas também temos
developers,
no México, nos Estados Unidos,
but we also have
África, Sudeste Asiático,
branches in the US, Africa, Southeast of Asia.
que está nessa luta para
GCL is a global company fighting this fight to transform energy in something renewable, clean,
dia limpo.
and allowing
Bom, eu sou o Wanderley,
better life quality. I'm Wanderley, I'm a head of sales at GCL. Here are my contacts. I'm completely available for questions to expand GCL's presence here in Brazil. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. And I want to pass the floor to Luisa that will talk a little bit about the Brazilian market. Thank you.